Tres, dos. Anabel, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for giving me the time of your day to talk a little bit about your experiences with these pandemics in your neck of the forest, and just to share your experiences so that other educators can see how things are panning out in other places. As you know, we've been talking to folks all over the planet, and I was particularly pleased to be able to get something from The Hague. That's where you are, right?
Yes.
So why don't we start for those that are not familiar with your context and your trajectory, where are you, who are you, what's your training, your institutional context?
Okay. So I am Anabel Díaz. I am Spanish, and I am a Spanish lecturer. But I have been living in the Netherlands for almost 28 years, and I am working for the last 11 years. I'm working at the Hague University of Applied Science, and the Hague University it's an applied science university. And I am a Spanish lecturer. I am also a career supervisor, and I am also a country tutor. It means that I help and I arrange the Erasmus exchange with a few universities in Spain.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But basically, I am a Spanish lecturer. Yeah, and I am doing this since 1992. That's for a long time.
Oh, so what's your training was as a linguist?
Yes, I did Spanish philology.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay. So
Spanish philology.
you've been living in the Netherlands for quite a while.
Yes, since 1992.
92.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
So actually, I have been living for more time in the Netherlands than in Spain. So now
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. But I bet if you anything like me or my wife Maria, you still long for your country of origin quite a bit, right?
yeah. I said that I am Spanish. I have Spanish nationality. I have never think about changing my nationality, but I am completely adapted to the Dutch
Life and
society. I
yeah.
feel,
Anyway.
yeah, life. I am part of it. Yeah.
So speaking of that, what's the social context of the institution you teach for? I mean, the Northern European nations are more homogeneous than many other countries. But do you work with middle class, upper class students? What's social context?
It's a public university, and it's all kind of middle class, lower class, high class. We don't have in the Netherlands private universities. No,
Oh,
only one or two, but it's
mhm,
not normal. Yeah,
no problem.
this is a public university.
It's a public
Yeah,
university, and it's all
yeah.
walks of life. So before so you're teaching in the classroom normally. That's your
Yes,
normal
yes,
practice, and
yes,
then
yes.
and then
And I
COVID-19 happens, right? So how did it unfold for you? What happened?
Yeah, well, it was, and I teach a lot. I have now in this semester I have 18 hours of teaching.
Oh wow,
Yeah, and
that's a
then
lot.
that
Uh-huh.
it's a lot because I have to combine with the different tasks.
Hmm.
With all the different tasks, as I told you, career supervision, exchange things, and I am also the coordinator of the department. We are working in a new curriculum, so it was already a very busy semester.
Semester.
And when it happened, it was the first week was like, oh my god, this is a chaos. And then
When did it
I
happen?
it happened now 4 weeks ago,
4 weeks
something like
ago.
4 or 5 weeks ago.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then you realize that actually what is the most important, teaching, keeping contact with the students, that they feel that you are there and that they have to learn. And then we decided also to postpone some of the other tasks and activities, like the new curriculum. We postponed it for, we will start with a new curriculum in 2 years instead of next year. And
Mhm.
I also told my manager from what I want now is to give a priority to all my teaching yeah, to all my lessons. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So you have dozens and dozens of students in different courses, right? Depending on you.
Yes, yes.
So so one day you're teaching, and then the university sends you an email and says we're not opening tomorrow. How,
Yeah, from
how
one day to the from the one day to the other one. Yeah, they said first that when the university decided to send us home, we thought that it will be only for a few weeks,
uh-huh.
only for 1 or 2 weeks.
Hmm.
And the we are our system, the semester is divided in 2 terms,
Hmm.
and we were in week 4 of term 3. So we decided to try to finish term 3 in the way we could,
Yeah.
and then to give to have some time to think what we are going to do in term 4. And then the government decided to close it till June. So actually, all the we have to complete the this school year online. And even we are now thinking about how we are going to test everything, because some tests you can do it with portfolios. We are doing oral exams
Hmm.
online,
Hmm.
but all the written tests we are now deciding how to do it. And we have also many international students who went back to their countries,
Oh, that's right.
and now
That's
they
right.
can't come back. If we decided to do how you say, on
Uh-huh.
class exams in June,
Yeah,
we will have the problem that many students are not in the Netherlands anymore.
exactly.
Yeah,
So how do you proctor those exams and how
yeah.
do you make
So
them? Um, And
So what I want to tell you that it was first was a chaos, and then and we had to say from, yeah, but teaching is the most important.
yeah.
And now we are more used to it, to this
Uh-huh.
situation. We know that this is a long-term situation,
Yeah,
and that we have to make decisions, but we have also at exam board. They help us to take these decisions. Yeah, we
yeah.
have to change these or that is it's in Dutch, is a Dutch word. Is the courses, the way how the courses are designed, and the
Uh-huh.
way how you test the course.
Yeah,
If you want to change it, it has to be approved by the exam board.
yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of things are very
Wow,
important.
it's so complicated. I can even fathom how that happened. So give us an example. Do you have one course? How many students do you have in a class regularly?
Regular, I have about 25.
25. So you're teaching one
Yes.
day in the classroom, and and then you're expected to teach everything online the next day. How do you do that?
Now it's very strange how we can, because of the necessity, then you know that you have to work very hard, and then you start doing PowerPoints. You are learning how to do the audio in a PowerPoint, and another colleague say, "Oh, but we can use Blackboard Collaborate."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we are very lucky that all the teachers at the Hague University, we have our laptop, we have a mobile telephone.
Hmm.
I bought this
The
special thing,
headphones.
and yeah, the headphones, and I got money from school to pay it. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
and we have some platforms. We are working now with Microsoft Teams and with Collaborate, and but I am not very technical, but I
Uh-huh.
am learning a lot. But on the other side, there are some colleagues who felt very overwhelmed. Yeah,
Overwhelmed.
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and a little bit depressed.
Yeah.
And then a few colleagues are now ill because of this situation because they
I'm not
couldn't
surprised.
bear. No, they couldn't
Not
bear with that.
surprised at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how about the when you have the students in the classroom, you're looking at them. You can see
Yes.
their physical body language, and
Yeah.
we're using these little boxes. It's so difficult. How do you track your student progress? How do you what's your relationship with your students now?
Yeah. We have a WhatsApp group,
Uh-huh.
and then we try to keep a little bit informal with the WhatsApp group.
Hmm.
And then in the first week, for example, we had a very nice exercise. It's I make a picture of my window here, and then say what can you see from your window? Yeah, practicing
Ah,
Spanish. Yeah,
oh,
and
okay.
then and all of them were making pictures and writing a few sentences in Spanish from what can you see from your window. Yeah, and that was something not very academic, but just to keep contact with each
Very
other.
creative, right?
Yes,
Definitely.
yes, yeah. And
Absolutely.
we work with also a very nice publisher, and they immediately made webinars.
Uh-huh.
And so it was incredible because when we knew that we had to do all the lessons online the same week, this publisher um, create these webinars and teachers from the whole world, Spanish lectures. Yeah, we connected with each other
Oh,
and we follow
wow.
this webinar and we learn a lot.
That is
Yeah,
remarkable.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
oh
very
wow.
good. But
So
it's true that it's difficult sometimes. I have to say that I have lost some contact with students, with a few
yes,
students. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and especially with the first year students, with a few first year students.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a little troubling, but that's
yeah,
truly an exceptional situation. And and emotionally, how do you feel the students that you are connected with? And you just mentioned some of your colleagues that are just feeling some of them down. I'm not
yeah.
surprised. In general, how do you feel your students are faring with this? Weren't they more ready for this type of electronic digital environment that we have to move ourselves into, or are they also feeling disconnected in certain ways?
Um, it's funny because not I thought that our students is new that they were very good with all these new techniques, but not all of them.
Ah,
Not all of them.
interesting.
And um, I think that they are happy that we have the online lessons and that they feel that they are uh, continue with their studies.
Hmm.
I think that they are very grateful, yeah,
Yeah,
with all the things that you are sharing with them and with the lessons. But of course, there are some students. I have lost a few students, and I have to say that I've lost a few international students.
yeah,
They are back in their countries, and they were first year students. So I think that they maybe
sure.
decide to stop with the study and start something new next year.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's definitely it's what's also a little sobering and intimidating is what you were mentioning that this might become for the foreseeable future a new normal, which is it's not 2 weeks. It looks
No,
like it.
exactly, exactly. We don't know.
We don't know we're gonna here in California. We don't know that we're gonna
Yeah,
go back to. Actually, we kind of know. It hasn't been officially stated, but we know that it's very unlikely we will be able to go back to the classroom in the fall semester.
yeah,
And that's intimidating because if it is a couple of weeks, it's even kind of exciting, right? Let's see how we handle this.
yeah.
But then, as a permanent situation, it's just not something that we're happy with. And I'm assuming something similar is happening for you. in the
Yeah.
Netherlands?
Yeah. I have in the first weeks I have a course. It's for oral skills, and because the first week when this happened, we thought, well, we need time, we need a week to sit together online with the whole Spanish department to discuss how we are going to continue with our lessons, what for material do we have to prepare, how we are going to share the work.
Yeah.
And then I asked the students to prepare videos and to send me the video for the oral skills class.
Uh-huh.
But after 2 weeks, they said, no, we can connect with each other with Teams, and we can do the presentations together. And I saw that, oh, some of them, they like it very much. Or, oh, I do a video
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and I do, no. So sometimes you say, no, it's not anymore like that. We
Yeah.
have found this new way
Yeah.
of working and we have to adapt.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So this is gonna give us a busy summer for those of us that are in the northern countries, because in southern countries they're in the winter now. Some countries actually went into sort of a winter break, and for us it's gonna be a long summer in that we need to be ready for that interesting fall that we have ahead of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll see.
yeah.
So you know what? Time is flying, and I'm looking at my clock, and I need to keep these clips short so that they are digestible for folks. So, but before we close, I really wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with you as to the not just the challenges that you're facing that are clearly tremendous, but also the opportunities that you see emerging from this situation, the learnings that you are
Mhm,
gaining of this situation. Are there things that you're discovering? Maybe you want to keep this for the future. Are
mhm,
the advantages that you didn't see before? Uh, what perspective can you give us?
yeah. I think that all the new materials that we are designing, this online material, it's in the future we can use it. We can, and maybe we will keep on doing this extra material and to place it. And for students who can't attend the lessons, they can also have this extra material. And I would like maybe in the future to learn more things from the technical part,
Yeah,
because and yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
interesting.
But I really miss my students to be with them in the classroom. This way to see them. Yeah, yeah, we have to do it like this.
Yeah,
But on the other side, yeah, it there is also this distance way of teaching for students who don't have the possibility to go to school.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, yeah, I think we are also creating this new curriculum,
yeah,
and in the new curriculum, yeah, why not? We can we can use these new ways of learning online, the new materials. Yeah,
exactly.
we
All
have to
right,
find a positive part of
absolutely.
it.
We don't have an alternative. We better stay
Yeah,
in the positive.
yeah,
Anabel, thank you so much for your time. This is wonderful to have had an opportunity to have a conversation with you, and I wish the best. Hopefully, you will be able to attain objectives with your students for this in the following period of time. It's quite a challenge, but
yeah.
as long as we stay safe, the numbers in Netherlands are okay, right?
Yes, it's okay. It's
It's
about 20, yeah, 25 in the 100,000, yeah, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Nothing
it's
like Italy or Spain or
no,
the
no, no,
US,
no.
because in the US
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
tremendous.
and we can go out, we can go for a walk, we can do sports outside. So they say it's an intelligent lockdown.
Yeah.
That's the name that they have given to the Dutch authorities.
People in New York might feel a little offended, like, what? Are we dumb? In addition, but I get the point. Of course, it's a well organized society. All right, Anabel. Thank you so much. And
thank
best
you.
of luck to you and your students.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.